Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the charts. Welcome back to the Market Beast edition of the channel. Your fellow compadres stopping in back with you guys here, of course. We're going to go over the SRNE symbol today. We're actually going to piggyback on a recent call that we made on SRNE just to see if the recent market movements is something that we actually were able to anticipate on the previous video. We're going to revisit that video just to listen in and see if we actually got the prediction right. For those of you just joining us, welcome in. Consider hitting the subscribe button if you enjoy the content as we go along here. So I guess let's not waste any time. Let's just dive right into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today's November the 11th, 2020. The previous close of SRNE is going to be $6.54, up about 11% for the day. Okay. All right, so these are the lines that we had on the previous video. We should have a link popping on the screen, hopefully somewhere within the video. The lines are pretty much the same. We have an overhead line at about $15.22. The mid-range here, or approximate range of the previous resistance level from the highest time frames is going to be $5.35. And the extreme lows is going to be at about $2.10 approximately. I actually think we had a different number on the previous video for the lower green line. It was at about $1.90 something, but still approximately within that range there. So what we're going to do is these are the daily candles. And before we get into the details here, let's just go back and on the previous video and listen in onto what we made a prediction on about on November the 7th of this month. And that prediction goes as followed. So that's what I'm seeing. I don't have a real direction. What I can say is the previous significant level of resistance, if I had to just choose like a number from a 3-month here, with respect to the lower green line here, I'd say at about $5.35. If the price can get a really nice support confirmation at that level, possibly consolidate, I'd say that the price action would have the opportunity to move to the upside. Okay, and again, it's currently at about $7.09. Yeah, so there you have it, folks. On the previous video, we were speculatively anticipating a move in either direction. I wanted to be transparent and rewind it all the way back to where I said I didn't have a direction in the market. But, of course, I identified the critical resistant overhead and the previous resistance level where the price actually broke out to. So, of course, resistance turns into support at that point. And yeah, it was at about $5.35. And at the time of the video, as you can see here, it was at about $7.09. So let's notice here the November the 7th is when we came out with the video. So let's just correspond that date to the chart here just to make sure. Well, I mean, obviously you guys seen it there on the screen as we came out with it on November the 7th, I think it was. November, where's November? All right, somewhere around here. Right up here. All right, guys. So I think you understand. I mean, it's right around this area here. And from that level, from the $7 range, it looks like we actually did have a drop off in the price. This is the $7 range that we circled here around the approximate $7 level. And I think it was like 30% down is what we said it would be. Yeah, like 24% down. So we predicted a price level, of course, at this red line. And actually, look, yeah. It looks like we perfectly on that $5.35 level. There was a perfect reaction. I can't really call it a bounce for now because we have to determine whether or not there will be enough buying interest at that level over the next days, few weeks, or even up to a month from now to further understand whether or not the buying interest at this level will have enough buying momentum to push the price to significantly high levels and at the very least, get a higher high around this range here that's currently at about $11 to $12. This is something that I just wanted to point out for those of you who are just joining us. So it's important to subscribe to the channel so that you can get the latest information on when we come out with these videos and come out with these pretty accurate support and resistance levels. And yeah, I just wanted to go over that. So enough of that shameless promoting. So where do I see the markets going from here? Well, we successfully came down to this, I'm going to call this a significant level here at about $5.35. So the next thing that I would like to see
is, some price action to the upside. Let's take a look at the stochastics just to make sure that, yeah, so it looks like the daily stochastics is ready to gear up to move to the upside. If you see this range here, we got the blue line leading the red line, meaning that there is bullish potential in the markets here, according to the daily. Let's crank it on up to the 3-day. Maybe we can see something else that suggests more bullish momentum. Okay. So actually, this candle just closed. We're going to open a new candle tomorrow. This is technically a reversal candle. I would actually rather prefer to see it as a red candle with volume down here. So that would look a lot better to me. For those of you who don't, I was like, dude, what do you mean red volume candle? It's kind of hard to explain, but it's better. From my brief knowledge in the markets, typically when I see a sell interest candle, a red candle, below the purple infamous moving line that we follow with volume, that's an indication that the sellers have made an attempt to continue to push the price lower, but they failed. And of course, when the candle closes here, the buyers would see since an opportunity to push the price to the upside. That's just my way of understanding it, guys. And that's basically what I'm seeing here. So with this candle, I guess I'm still going to say that we may have a little bit more downwards pressure. Let's look at the stochastic RSI. Okay, so it's still in the lower region here, but we do have the blue line below the red line, so that has some bearish potential. We just have to let this play out over the next 3, 6, even 9 days here. And let this price action develop. But I will say that it looks like the buyers are stepping in at the $5.36 level. The real question is, again, will they have enough buying interest in the market to propel the prices to higher levels? That is yet to be determined. Okay, taking on up to the weekly, we'll close things out here. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content so far. So this is actually interesting. What I'm going to do is, this weekly looks pretty good. We have less than 48 hours to close on this weekly candle. So what I would like to see is probably just a little bit more, price action around this level here. If we can close this candle, let's see, potentially as a selling interest candle, I would be a little bit more enticed to enter the market. Let's see here. Yeah, to anticipate a bounce here, guys. So let me see. On the stochastic, yeah. So the stochastics is also has bearish potential on the weekly here. Notice the stochastic RSI is the blue line is what we pay attention to, guys. It's below the red line, so that does have bearish potential. Obviously, this could change within a week or within days. Okay, the buyers can step in with very aggressively and push the price to the upside, but that's something that we just have to wait and anticipate. So this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but if I personally were to play something like this, I may not enter the market here. It all depends, because if you were to take a risk to reward, well, if you were to take a risk on this play at the current level, which is, I mean, I typically don't buy candles that are, positive days. It's gone up 11%. There's no way I would buy this thing after it's gone up 11%. I typically enter the market on negative days above support level. So for instance, within the next 48 hours, let's just say we get some more downwards pressure, okay? And we somehow close the candle down here. Let's just say the candle closes, I don't know, like just above $6. At that point, I actually would be a lot more interested or more enticed to enter the market to play a position to the upside, just because it is a down day above a potential support line, which is right here at $5.13, where we've already identified this on the previous video. So I would be a little bit more interested in entering this based on the weekly price activity. Again, a down day above $5.35, I'm interested. Okay. But other than that, and of course, if there is a bounce, so I guess my bearish and my bullish predictions are going to be, again, if this weekly candle here that we're in right now, let's see, new candle opens up on November the 16th. If it closes just above $6, I may be enticed to enter a position here. And I guess the sell target would be somewhere near, I guess we can right up to this $8 level, because The purple line again is what we pay attention to, and it's kind of like it's basically like the moving. It's a moving average, obviously, but it's almost also used as a level of. I don't know how to describe it, guys. Whenever the price action is below this purple line, it has bullish potential. When it's above it, it has bearish potential. So I guess you can just clearly look at these three candles here in between August the 3rd up to August the 24th. You see there was price action above that line there, and it was kind of hugging the line here. But of course, it had bearish potential, so it broke below that line. And then, of course, when the price action is below the purple line, it has bullish potential. So that's the only reason why I say, it could go up to the purple line. That's basically, it's my weird way of entering the market. I've been pretty successful at identifying these reversals, to be honest with you, but that's just my way of seeing things. So that's what I'm going to say, guys. So if this weekly closes within 48 hours, just above $6, we could potentially see a move as high as, let's see, about a 44% move in the market. That's really nice, actually. So I'm going to keep my eye on this, guys. I'll keep my eyes on this, and if we need to stop in and do an emergency update, if I'm seeing some sort of bullish potential brewing in the markets here, I'll definitely stop in and let you guys know what I'm doing with my portfolio. My portfolio, of course, again, isn't financial advice, and this isn't an indication that you guys should do what I'm doing, okay? That's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave an appropriate thumb just below the video there. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the SRNE symbol here. Maybe I'm totally wrong about what's happening here, or maybe you have some information that I'm not seeing. Technical information, not news, guys. We don't pay attention to the news here. So that's it, guys. This is Napoleon Macro. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And be sure to take care of yourselves. Click the video on the screen just to make sure we're staying consistent with our thesis here. And that's it, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you in the next video.